With your host, AW Air Warrior. How are y'all doing today? Hope you're all good, guys. So tonight's episode, we're gonna have Finbar here. Yeah, our buddy Finbar is gonna join me whenever he can. What episode is it? It's episode 137. This is a channel for you wrestling fans, guys. If you like wrestling, this is a channel for you. And also sports. I haven't done sports on here in a while, but I'm back for wrestling. Finbar's gonna join me, right? Whenever he can. But he's gonna join. So be on the lookout for that. We're gonna talk about a lot of things in the world of wrestling over the weekend. A lot of things. A lot of big things. A lot of things. Okay? And we're gonna try to do this before Raw, of course. Okay? WWE Raw, which is tonight. The go home show before Money in the Bank and Worlds Collide, I guess. Also, make sure to like, share, subscribe, super chat if you want. Please, membership, join membership too. Oh, here's Finbar.
I'm
Here he
here.
is.
Cool. Aaron, you sound like you're in like another room or something.
Do I?
You're very, very low.
Why? Why am I fucking low?
Or is
How
that
about
me?
now?
I don't know to tell me. Am I talking shit? Is Aaron very, very low?
Hello, hello. Oh, shit, shit. I swear, I swear, I swear. Okay. It says I'm good. It says, hi, can you hear me now, Finbar? Fine?
I can hear you, but you're not very loud.
Where's my sound setting?
It's like you're standing in another room and speaking. it's like you're in the kitchen and you're speaking into the living room.
I don't understand why it's like
That's
that.
better. That's better.
Better?
Yeah.
So- okay. How are you, man?
I'm alright.
Um, we're kind of having fun on X.
Yeah. I
um,
have to get my money's worth out of that subscription before it runs out in a day.
oh, what's on the day? I think what's on
I
a
think I,
couple
I
of
think I
days.
took it out a week ago,
Oh no.
and then you subscribed maybe a couple of days later. So I think you've got a couple
Yeah.
more days.
I really want to put on my channel some of the stuff. It's just that I am worried that about if it is violating terms of service.
Yeah, I think it might be,
But it'd be so fucking hilarious. I can start
especially some of the stuff I'm making the Roxy. The thing
Oh
about
yeah, yeah.
man,
We were planning to like have like we discussed about Rock and Cena ruining wrestling. We're having like them talk back and forth with each other, like make it like and then upload it, the whole
yeah,
conversation.
yeah.
Where's Red
But
here?
it
Red?
was the problem we had was it sounded way too real, and especially when you've got
Yeah,
the AI lip syncing going on as well, it looks too real. So we
yeah,
couldn't do it. If we did it, we would for sure get flagged.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I was thinking about making them say some
If,
wild stuff,
if you
you know.
upload just a single video, it uploads as a short.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Well,
oh
it depends. I think it's because of the way we cropped it, the way we cropped the videos, because we cropped them in a portrait
also
mode.
also Red. I got the. Why do I have? I also when Tony gets on the stream now with the chat. I get that now with the XP stuff.
Yeah, everybody gets that now.
Damn, I haven't got on my
It's
main channel.
like if you say something,
I haven't got on my main channel. Oh yeah, guys, you can super chat me, join membership if you want. Um, hey, let's see.
So like I'm number one.
Yeah, there's football. Yeah.
It's just like you just get XP for chatting. It's horse shit. I don't know why YouTube keep doing this. Try to be
I don't
Twitch.
know. I don't. Twitch is so just fucking disorganized. But yeah, we're here to talk wrestling, and we're here to talk. Well, news that shocked the wrestling world yesterday. Our Truth was he wasn't released, guys. People, he wasn't technically released. There's a difference between being released and your contract not being renewed.
Yeah, he's actually still currently with the company.
Yeah, there's probably not gonna show him on TV. They told him they're not going to renew his contract. That means basically saying is that once his contract expires, he's done with the company. Release means he's still on contract and he's released him out of the contract, and he has that 90-day clause. So the difference is when he's released, when he's not released, when his contract expires, he can technically work the next day with a different company if he wanted to.
Yeah, he could be all elite within a day.
Exactly. But that's the difference between release and a contract expiring. Think of sports, guys. Think of sports. Okay? In sports, you're a free agent, right? When your contract expires, you're a free agent, right?
Yeah.
You have to be under contract to be released. And so Carlito's getting the same treatment. Carlito's done, but he's getting the same treatment. He's not getting released. He's just going to let his contract expire. Apparently, it's 2 weeks from now. So Judgment Day is probably going to beat the crap out of him and boot him out, put him off TV. And as of today, Sarah Logan is apparently not being renewed. Valhalla. I just found out about half an hour ago.
Yeah, to the surprise of no one.
Her husband still works there, but nobody cares about Carlito and Sarah Logan. Like, where are they?
Well,
like,
Carlito was on TV. I genuinely didn't even know if Sarah Logan was still with the company or not. I thought she was giving birth, but maybe that was a while ago.
I don't know. Well, she doesn't fit the current Viking Raiders gimmick now. The characters, like they're more like
no,
they're very generic, right? But we're all hard about our truth. Okay, guys. I'm starting to. The thing about TKO, I fucking hate TKO. Okay. Not because releasing our truth is one of them, but it's bullshit. I think they don't treat the fans. I think they don't care about the fans at all. They just care about money. All businesses care about money. But this company is really, really greedy. First of all, every time they talk about, we set the record gate for this event. Yeah, because you raised the fucking prices.
Yeah, prices are ridiculous.
Yeah, prices are fucking ridiculous. They all say that. All right, that's true. Also, we fucking have celebrities in a fucking all the time. Every show, especially on Raw and Netflix, you have fucking celebrities that don't give a shit about WWE. Like Tom Segura, last week. He makes fun of WWE. He fucking hates wrestling. Why did you have a fucking guy on that? Nobody cares. And you have celebrities that nobody's ever heard of.
Okay. You get a lot of guys coming on and just shelling Netflix shows.
Yes. Yeah.
Pisses me off a bit.
I'm sorry, but wrestling fans don't like that. I'm sorry.
No. It goes back to when they were doing that. Remember when they were doing that guest GM and half of them didn't have a fucking clue.
Yeah, but at least some of the people that got the guest GMs actually some of them liked. But someone didn't like.
Most of them not, though.
Yeah. And some of them, like people that actually respected wrestling. Some of them didn't. And look, their second record making a profit, TKO. Yeah, but fucking release people. You can't extend someone. We can't extend our truth. What is he? He's not going to make us. He's not going to make as much as Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins or CM Punk or Drew McIntyre. Of course not. We can't extend him. Give him a couple extra grand. Why? Why? Seriously, he's one of the most over people, the most likable people. I just hate this. They always talk about, we're making record profits. Yeah, but you're trying to save money on superstars.
He's one that should have been given a producer's role.
Yeah,
He should have.
producers
He
will.
should have eventually, because he is getting too old now. He's in his 50s,
Yeah,
and he's
I mean, he
never gonna win
is.
a world championship. You can kind of, do you know,
I,
if you look back on it now and you think about what he's been doing the past
I
couple of
mean,
weeks,
he's for a guy that's mid 50s. He's
he can still move.
arguably he's the most incredible 50 mid 50s year old shape I ever seen for a guy.
Yeah, but it looked like to me like they were giving him that program with John Cena because they knew they were gonna not renew him. And I think they
Yeah,
wanted to
that's
send
fucking
him off.
ridiculous. So they want to give him a farewell program with John Cena.
And
Now, like,
it could well be the case that R-Truth knew this
if,
as well. We're
if
going
John
going
Cena
into
really want to get, if John Cena really want to get some mega heel heat, because he does get cheers even as a heel, he should be the one. He should say in the promo that he's responsible for our truth getting
oh, he's
released.
gonna do it.
But they're not
Like
going to
if
do
he
that. They're
doesn't do
not
it,
going to do that.
if he doesn't do it, then he's not playing the heel properly.
Exactly, but he's not. They're not going to do that. They're not going to because you're going to say that's too far. I'm like,
No,
guys,
they make fun of people that have died.
wrestling.
Of course they're gonna do this. Unless they're starting the program with
What
is
was
on
the
a
point of
redemption arc.
SmackDown then? What was the point of SmackDown getting Jimmy Uso involved in our truth with that fake bloodline shit? What the point was that? Was Jimmy and R-Truth supposed to team up after SmackDown to go against like JC Mateo, which is a stupid name for Jeff Cobb, and Solo? What the fuck was that? Like, what's the fucking point of that?
Well, it was the send off.
But it feel that was not a send off to me. That did not seem like a send off to me, right?
I don't know.
I think I think they're gonna regret this and they're gonna try to resign him.
When is he actually gone? Though when's his
Sometime this
contract up?
summer. Sometime this summer, I guess.
So they're still going to use him. You know what I mean?
I think they're gonna regret this. Because
I don't know
look,
if they're going to
no,
regret it because he's right.
nobody remember the
People,
releases a couple weeks ago. Nobody has as much, as much buzz as our Truth release like, from 2 weeks ago. Remember
yeah,
that? Nobody.
I get that, but let's take the the nostalgia thing out of it, right? Because he's been there a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, he's funny and he's over, but he lasted a lot longer than a lot of people did that were his level, right? You know what I mean?
If they want someone to go,
Arguably, he kept his job longer because Vince McMahon found him funny.
a lot of people find him funny.
Yeah,
I don't think
you
it's
have to. But what I'm saying is, he survived because Vince McMahon found him funny.
Like, I'm sorry, I don't like people getting released or things like that. But why isn't Talia still there?
Though.
Why isn't Talia still there?
She keeps on floating around other promotions though. She's not really there anymore. You know, like she's not on TV. But she keeps on floating around and doing other stuff. She'll probably end up just being an ambassador at one point, which is probably what they should have done with R-Truth.
She's destined to be like either a producer or like a teacher, like a trainer.
Yeah, a trainer. Yeah.
But I'm just questioning some. Oh, man, I'm just questioning R-Truth. Like what? Because is it because of the money? Is it because of other people that can be funny? Like, not every wrestler can be funny.
I don't think it's because of the money. I think they've just looked at the roster and thought this is too big. We need to start cutting away the dead wood. And they've looked at him and went, 53 years old, whatever he is.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
Sting can still wrestle 60 years old. Like,
yeah, I know, but that's Sting, Aaron. There's a big
R-Truth better shape than Sting, man. And Tony, stop saying Sting sucks. Red knows what I'm talking about.
Who's saying that?
Me and Red were defending Sting. Tony doesn't like Sting.
Maybe he didn't sign an autograph for him one time, like Goldberg.
I don't know if Tony's still listening to this, but Sting was a better wrestler than Dusty Rhodes. At least I know, but I'm just saying Sting before Scorpion Sting was a better wrestler than Dusty Rhodes in the ring. He's a better overall wrestler, technical wrestler, skilled wrestler. I think Dusty's a little better talker. Was a better talker, but in ring work, Sting was better because Sting actually had more moves and all that stuff. And Dusty Rhodes was just Dusty Rhodes' finishing move was a bionic elbow. Okay.
Sting was better than most people, a lot of
Yeah.
people.
Right,
But
Red.
but he's not.
Me.
But to say, oh, he could wrestle in his 60s and R-Truth, yeah, no, R-Truth could still move, but they've looked at it and went, it's the same as the reason why Carlito's gone. These guys are at the wrong end of their career, and
Kali.
then Sarah Logan going
Kali
back
couldn't wrestle
dominating
for
the
even.
years.
Kali probably couldn't wrestle for shit. He's like Giant Gonzalez reincarnated. That lasted
Who?
too long. Giant Gonzalez.
Yeah,
That lasted too long. I think they only
yeah.
hired him because he was in some movies. Because he used to be in a couple movies, right? Giant, the Great Khali. Um, he was in Get Smart, and he was also in The Youngest Yard. I think that's the only reason they probably hired him.
Well, they hired him because of his size as well.
Well, your guys are sized.
And then they put that
They can,
stupid suit on him.
yeah. Most guys that tall, like Khali, they're usually not good at wrestling
Oh, Kali was awful.
because the thing is when they get taught at schools, wrestling schools, they really don't teach them wrestling. They teach them how to be a big wrestler. They just teach them how to be a big man. That's it. They don't teach them wrestling. They don't teach them the skills of a wrestler, right? You know?
Well, they don't do any, big guys like
Yeah.
that don't do any actual wrestling.
Yeah, he doesn't
But,
do
but the
wrestling.
Kali period was a dark time. Wasn't watching it. I'd seen some of it and I just thought this is trash. I kind of
They made
thought of those times what Red thinks of it now.
they made him a joke, Kali. They made him a jobber basically. I mean, he found on the card, right? Like massively.
Yeah.
What's this Kevin Nash is uploading on YouTube? I think that's wait. What the fuck? But I mean, like R-Truth, yeah, he's 54. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, but you know what? Jericho's in his 50s. He's 53. He's better shape than Jericho. He's better shape than Edge.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're all big names, man. They were all former WWE champions.
You want Juan
R-Truth
Killings
just
back?
wasn't.
How like the thing is, we're still used to me R-Truth, and I'm sure the AEW fans are still used to me R-Truth. How does he go back to Juan Killings? Like if he goes to some other company, if he goes to Independence or AEW or TNA, how does he revert back to Juan Killings?
They just he can and they should. What he should do is he should go independent and then go wrestle for the NWA World's Championship. The same title he won back in TNA.
Well, that's Trick Williams who has the title now.
No, that's the TNA. I'm talking about NWA.
Oh, NWA. He wants to go southern. He's gonna get no exposure in NWA.
He won that before. Remember, he won that in 2000.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when TNA and NWA work together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Trick Williams is now the TNA champion. Joe Henry lost. I don't know how Jen Ong is taking it.
Badly. No, he messaged me. He was enraged. In fact, I haven't heard from him in days. I hope he's okay.
Is he still? He doesn't go on his. He uses a different account on YouTube now, right? Was he Music Meister?
Yeah. But I haven't heard from him on Twitter for a while. When was the last time? Let me check.
He's in mourning. Is he in mourning?
I don't know. It's not that I want to hear from him. 6 days ago? Oh man.
6 days ago.
Yeah.
Not worth it. NWA, yeah, it is a joke.
It is. Yeah, it's a joke now. But do you know when? What's his name? Nick Aldis held the title.
Yeah.
They could have made something really good of the NWA back when that was happening, because Nick Aldis was like a proper NWA world champion.
And now he's a GM.
Wore the suit, carried the title the way the way Cody carries it.
Yeah.
Carried it like with some respect, and then they could just put it on. Remember when they put it on that big fat guy that couldn't, the guy couldn't wrestle?
Tyrus?
Yeah, that guy. Do you remember?
Oh
He was
yeah.
on him for a while, right?
Yeah, he was. What's his name? Brodus Clay, the Funkasaurus. Yeah.
Just this fucking joke guy, and he ended up winning the NWA title.
That's
and then he had it taken off of him by EC3.
Oh yeah, EC3.
And awful. What it looked like. I didn't watch the whole match, but I just saw the finish. It was fucking awful. That big guy can't wrestle.
No, he couldn't wrestle in WWE either.
I don't
Um,
know. I didn't watch him in WWE. I just think he looked terrible.
all right, send me super chats. Do all that. I guess Red on here, and Red's the only viewer that's in the chat. I don't know if there's others. The Rock, so shut me out. What the Rock, man? The Fox News guy. He's on Fox News Tyrants.
Yeah.
Let's get a wrestler. Let's get a wrestler to be talking about politics on our show. Like, come on, seriously, you gonna get a wrestler to talk politics? Like,
Wait, if they know what they're talking about, it's okay. Most of them don't.
you should get Hogan on CNN. He goes, I'm a brother, CNN brother. I used to work for this guy named Ted Turner. He's the owner of the station, brother.
I really want to see what Hogan and Bischoff are doing.
Oh my
They
god.
should they should get Vince involved,
Yes.
right? Vince is
Bischoff,
looking for. He
Bischoff, Bischoff will kiss Hogan's ass no matter what, no matter how dumb stuff Hogan does, says or does.
Yeah.
He would. Like, that's the thing. Like, you
Of
know,
course he will. He's got his picture on his wall.
yeah. He kisses us before he goes to bed.
Yeah.
Thank you for making WCW the top show for 83 weeks. Because that's his name of his podcast, right? 83 weeks.
Yeah. And he's got that photo of Hogan in the background on the wall in National Hall.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I want to talk. Let's move on. Fucking Cena, Logan Paul. Cena, please, what are you doing? Logan Paul's gonna make Cena turn babyface. I'm telling you.
Not
telling
not right away. Not at Money in the Bank. It's going to go
No.
on a bit longer than that.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, you're already starting to see it a little bit. I mean, you saw SmackDown?
I did. Yeah. So that
The
I
ending.
haven't. Have I seen Raw and SmackDown? I think this is the only time in the last since WrestleMania I've watched back to back Raw and SmackDown.
Okay.
I
Well,
am getting you said to me a couple of days ago, I think it was, I don't know whether you said it in one of them groups or whether you said it to me privately. You said to me you're done with WWE almost.
I was joking with the R-Truth firing.
I think I might be lapsing again, to be quite honest. I'm not catching up fast enough.
Don't
And
worry about it.
I haven't even went back and watched the pay-per-views. I haven't watched Mania all the way through.
No.
So I may be lapsing again. And in the next I'm gonna be away as well till
Lapsing.
July after this.
You're going
after
back
this is my last
another
show.
tour of duty, or
So no, I've got a lot on, and I'm going to be away. So
how
I'm going to
long?
miss a lot of wrestling while I'm away again. So it's like I'm falling way behind.
How long will you be away for?
A month.
A month? Not bad. You'll be back for SummerSlam, maybe.
Oh, I'll be back for
July.
some.
July, you said, right?
Yeah, I'll miss Money in the Bank, but
The Money Bank is this weekend.
Isn't it next
There's no WWE pay per view in July. Oh, Evolution.
week? Isn't Money in the Bank on the 14th?
No, June 7th.
Is it?
Yeah, Evolution.
When is the Triple A show with NXT?
That's in July. Oh, the Triple A show with NXT with Worlds Collide. That's not NXT. It's technically some NXT. It's all WWE.
NXT.
That's on the same day as Money in the Bank in the afternoon. Because it's in LA.
Oh, yeah, June
So,
7th. I'm
June-
gonna miss
June
that
7th.
because I'm gonna be away.
June 7th. It's this Saturday. That Triple A Worlds Collide show is happening at 3:00 p.m. my time, and then Money in the Bank's there that night.
Right, so they're the same day. Okay.
Yeah, and then July. You're gonna miss both shows.
I actually wanted to watch that
You
Triple A
got
one.
gabbing. You got gabbing though, huh?
No, I'm missing. I'm gone. On Friday, I'm gone. There's no gabbing for me Saturday. I'm out. I'm out. I won't be back till July, so I'm going to miss all this wrestling.
Yeah, there is another WWE pay per view in June, the end of June, with the Saudi Arabia show.
Is that?
I don't. Yeah. I'm red. I'm a little pissed. Why I'm a little angry at AEW. They have all in, right? All in July, right? It's gonna be in Dallas. But why is it fucking in the afternoon and at like 3 p.m. in Dallas Eastern time, like 12 p.m. Pacific time? It's all in literally Finbar. All in is literally in the afternoon in Dallas this year.
Right. I don't
Like,
care.
why?
I
I
don't
know you
know.
don't care, but it's like why? Why are they doing it so early? It's a fucking Dallas.
Um,
It's not in fucking Europe.
because Tony Khan's bedtime is 8 o'clock. The Night of Champions is in Riyadh on the 28th of June. I'm gonna miss
Yeah,
that. I'll be back for
you don't want to compete with
is
the
the Great American
NXT
Bash
show.
NXT.
You don't want to. And then yeah, they have the WWE Evolution 2, the women's pay per view.
Saturday night's main event on
Oh, you don't
July
want to compete.
12th.
You don't want to compete with Saturday's main event. Come on, man! Saturday's main event's only 2 freaking hours.
Is that the same night as
Yeah,
All In? Is it All In?
yeah,
Or
same
All Out?
day. But like, does it really matter if they like all in can still start at 8 o'clock, right? Because the counter program, yeah, but all in's gonna end a minute. It's like 4 hours. Saturday's main event's like freaking 2 hours.
And it's people. I think people are now wise to Saturday night's main event being a pile of shit. So I don't think many people will be watching it. Like, remember when they first brought it
Yeah,
back? There was a lot of interest in it.
next time Mexico.
I think if AEW can't go up against something as shit as Saturday night's main event and beat it, then AEW has got a problem, a big problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because Saturday night's main event is dog shit. That last one was all ads. I did watch that, but I didn't watch it all the way through. I kind of skipped through it, but I noticed there was tons and tons of ads on it. There was so many ads, right? There's everybody in the comment section, because it's on YouTube, right? Everybody in the comment section is going,
oh
"This thing
yeah.
has more ads than it was wrestling," and I went, what did I say? I said a comment. I put, oh, no, no, no. What did I say? Do you know the Jacob Fatu line?
I love you, my trouble chief,
No,
or
not that
something.
one. The
Oh,
all brakes, no gas.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I put all brakes, no ras. Yeah, I mean, I thought that was pretty fucking clever.
So if they already deep main event, if they already did beat main event, then why are they having an earlier show then? They're scared?
Yeah, they should go directly against it and just see what happens.
Yeah. Okay, it's regular cable versus pay per view. Like, here's the thing. That's it. It's just regular cable in the States, in Canada. Um, you watch it on YouTube because you're in Scotland, so
Yeah,
that's the reason why.
don't you get it in Canada on YouTube or
No, no, no. We
it's
get
on
the
free
actual
TV though?
channel. We
It's
get
on
the
free
actual
TV.
channel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on
here,
free
yeah.
TV.
The Fed isn't wrestling.
There's a lot of shitty pay-per-views, man. Clash in Paris, fucking. There's another Saudi Arabia one.
Clash of
Two
Paris is
nights
at
SummerSlam.
the end of August. All right.
Yeah,
But
Crown
yeah,
Jewel.
like look,
Yeah, Crown Jewel.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny in the SmackDown? When Cody says, "What's the matter?" Um, what's the word? To shine up as peacemaker.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a funny
Pol-
line.
Politics Peacemaker.
Yeah, that's a funny line.
Cody's
That
Cody's good at. You know, he could have come back and got booed out of the building, but he's quite good at turning the crowd to his side.
he's good at that.
I think
Yeah. Here's the thing, because
Cody's
like there's
really
people
good
that
with that.
cheer Cena, but once he kind of aligns himself with Logan Paul, like yeah, like Logan Paul nobody likes, and I can't. I don't think John Cena likes Logan Paul either. I mean, like I know he has to play a heel, but like, can a heel not like a heel? Like you never see
Yeah,
heels don't like heels. You know?
yeah, you do.
Like,
You see that a lot. Not
uh,
as much as you would hope, but you do see it.
I just feel like Logan Paul is gonna be the one that's gonna turn Cena face again.
Nah, it's not going to be Logan Paul. It's just going to be one of those things where he slowly turns face. I'm telling you, it's not going to be like. Do you know, like when he went to the press conference and he's like, he's being nicer to the press until R-Truth comes in and insults him.
Oh yeah.
You get more like that where he starts to slowly turn face, and then I think when he turns all the way face is when he'll get beat. Then it'll be by a heel. He'll be beaten by a heel.
You know
I
what?
I don't know who will take the title from him though.
You know what? Get The Rock for SummerSlam, and if they're gonna do Cody and Cena back at SummerSlam, get The Rock for Cena for in the corner of Cody, not the corner of Cody. Well, that's stupid. Corner of Cena, and and Cody wins, and The Rock starts to berate Cena and says, takes a mic and says, "You failed me. I gave you all this. I gave you all this." And that's when he slowly turns Cena face. He turned face Cena face again and gives the attitude adjustment to The Rock.
I don't think Cody's taking the title off of him.
I do actually. I think he's taking it back.
I think he'll.
I don't know who's gonna do. I don't know who else on SmackDown is. Honestly, I don't see anybody else on SmackDown that's gonna do it.
I would
But
like Drew McIntyre to take it from him.
McIntyre's in. McIntyre's gonna take a break.
He'll
He's
be
gonna
back
miss.
by the time Cena retires though.
I don't know.
Cena's going until December.
Did McIntyre already take a break losing Hell in a Cell to like CM Punk?
He did, yeah. Yeah, but he got fucked up. Yeah, his head was all split open.
Yeah, that's because it's matches with Demon Priest involve involve a no holds bar at WrestleMania, right? And then the Fatal 4-Way at the last pay per view, or the last pay per view Backlash, and then the cage match.
Cage match was shit as well.
You know what's fucking hilarious?
Jesse Ventura having a go at the guy walking out the door.
I
can't believe you walked out the door. How can you finish a match when you walk out the door?
You could in wrestling in the 80s they do that too. In the 80s you could walk out the door.
No, there was no.
Oh yeah.
Remember the old cage? The old cage had no door on it.
So you can walk out
Why
the
is there
door.
even a door on that cage? Cole, answer me. It was like when that Hell in a Cell with the Fiend and Seth Rollins,
Oh.
and then you had the backstage thing where they're all watching it, and it was what's his name, X-Pac. He wasn't even employed by WWE. He was just there as a guest. And he's going,
Yeah.
how the hell they can even have a DQ in the cell?
And you know the funny thing?
Are you kidding me?
It wasn't even
They're all
the first
looking at him like,
DQ in a Hell in a Cell.
They're all looking at him like, don't stop that. Vince is going to get mad at us. I don't care if they don't invite me back. That's bullshit.
You know what the ironic thing is? It wasn't the first DQ in the Hell in a Cell match. The year before they had a DQ in the Hell in a Cell match. No, not a DQ, a no contest. A no contest in the Hell in a Cell match.
Braun Strowman and Roman.
Yeah.
When Brock came in. That was a fucking mess. They should have just that. Who pinned who? Nobody pinned. It was a DQ. Who had the title?
Roman had the title.
Roman.
Yeah.
They should have had Brock come down. F5 Roman because he was feuding with Roman, right?
Roman took the title off Brock from SummerSlam that year.
Oh no, right. Yeah. F5 Roman, and then he starts to walk away, and then Strowman goes to, fuck him, I'm gonna pin him, and he starts pinning him, and then Brock has a change of mind, and he comes in and he F5s Strowman, and then puts Roman on top of Strowman. That's what he should have done.
Oh yeah, this is bad too. There was no explanation. I remember this match. There was no explanation. It just exploded. Like, why did the turnbuckle explode? Yeah.
I don't remember that.
2021.
No, I wasn't watching.
Okay. Go check out that match. What's the pay-per-view called? It might be Extreme Rules. Just go to the ending of it. Extreme Rules 2021. Just go to the ending. It goes to the ending, near the ending of it. We have time.
Extreme Rules 2021.
Yeah, I think it was Extreme Rules. I could be wrong, but yeah, he was a demon at the time, right? So he goes up the turnbuckle, is getting ready to finish off Roman, ready to trouble Chief. And all of a sudden, the turnbuckle explodes.
Oh wait, it was the Fiend.
No,
he was the Fiend, right?
No, it wasn't the Fiend. There was no reason.
No reason. Sorry, not the Fiend. The demon.
Yeah, he was a demon then. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the ending of that. It was dog shit. It was like they had like sound effects happening and all that.
Because they wanted to protect the demon so much, so they had to do that, right? That's what they thought the ending should be. Have a spoiling turnbuckle. It doesn't protect the demon. It actually hurts the demon.
Yeah, they've ruined him now.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't been a demon in what, 2.5 years?
To be honest, the demon's a face character, really.
Yeah, he did become a heel. He was a demon as a heel one time when he faced Edge at Hell in a Cell, 2023, but he lost.
Yeah, that's when they ruined him. When they have him getting beaten as the demon as a heel is when they've ruined him. Now you
Yeah.
can't bring him back. Is it the
The
demon
demon,
team
the
series?
demon character doesn't fit Judgment Day.
No, well that's what I mean. He's not. He's not
Yeah.
the demon though. Like I like what he's doing in the Judgment Day. I think he's the one that's going to break the Judgment Day up.
Joaquin Perez is there.
'Cause yeah, 'cause he's probably behind it all.
Of course. But you know the thing is, they're gonna turn Dom babyface. He's getting massive cheers now.
Yeah,
Like, like
he's
almost
not bad. He's not a bad wrestler. I just wish he would roid
not
up and
anymore.
get bigger.
Not anymore. He was bad at first.
Yeah, I mean he was learning, wasn't he?
Yeah, learning. Yeah, he didn't go. He didn't go down to NXT to learn, or like to the performance center to learn. He had to learn on the fly on the main roster. Like all that.
They need to just let him come out and do a promo again and see how much heat he gets because he's not letting him do any promos for a while.
Yeah, yeah. But now they're cheering him, so I wonder. I wonder
Cheering
if
him
they,
while he wrestles, but not. They haven't had a promo yet for a while.
and they got Liv
He's done
Morgan
backstage
there.
segments and he's done matches, but he hasn't came out to the ring and tried to speak. You
I'm
know, like they
telling,
do
I'm
him at the
telling you,
building.
I'm telling you, Samale's Money in the Bank match does not look that appealing to me.
Who's winning that? Do you think?
I don't think it's Seth Rollins. Let me see who's in.
I don't see anybody but him winning it. To be honest with you, he needs
I
to
know.
win the world title. Otherwise, this group he's in is just is pointless. He needs to
But
become world champion.
well, CM Punk is supposed to be in a match tonight. Okay, for a chance to for a chance to be in
Qualified,
it, qualify. Yeah.
right?
Who's in
Uh,
it so far? Sosa, Cole, LA Knight, Panta, Seth Rollins versus Andrade. One more, and that's supposed to be CM Punk. I think who is the other? I don't know who else. I think it's also Chad Gable.
wait, what was the last one you said?
Sosa Cole versus LA Knight versus Panda versus Seth Rollins versus Andrade versus TBD versus the qualifying match tonight.
Oh, this is the actual lineup of the match, right? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be Seth Rollins. I don't.
Then
I'm gonna
then
go. With,
they're fucking that group up. Then they're not doing it right because they've got to
well,
put the world title on him.
here's the thing, because I don't now. Now there might be they might save a six. I think they're gonna have a 6-man tag match at the Saudi Arabia show because I think Roman's gonna come back and team up with Punk and Sami Zayn to face that trio.
Yeah,
Bronson
probably.
Reed. Yeah.
And to be honest with you, the heels need to beat the faces there.
Sami Zayn needs to take the pin.
It's
Like
probably
he's
yeah. I mean, that's who's
yeah.
that's why he's there.
And but
Like,
the women's match for the Money in the Bank, without who's qualified to take us, there's one more, but that looks really, really good. Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, Julia, and Naomi.
yeah,
That's
I
a
would have
good.
been like all I would have been all for it being Julia winning that, but it looks like she's not going to win it because she's going to go for the US title.
I don't want Julia to go for the fucking US title.
Nah, it's a waste of. To be honest with you, they need to get it off of what's her name? That midget girl.
Zelina Vega, yeah,
Zelina
like
Vega.
I think it was personally a mistake to have Chelsea Green.
She gets zero
Do,
reaction, man. She's like,
I think it was a mistake for them to take the title off Chelsea Green. I do.
yeah,
Like, and people are,
100%.
you're not the only one. There's other people. There's other people that feel the same. Like Zelina Vega's like, yeah, I don't know why they have the title on her. She gets no reaction. Um, there's
They
nothing
should have
about.
got it off her by now. To be honest, they've had it on her way far too long with that reaction. Because
I
it's like,
agree.
do you know how bad it is, man? I tell you how bad it is now. Is that they don't even show her entrance on TV anymore.
Yeah, a champion not getting an entrance is a bad look.
Yeah,
A very bad look.
we
I
cut
mean,
back they're already in the ring,
like
and
I know this,
it's not cool,
right?
man.
Like, yeah, like, yeah, you're not getting a. Like, that's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think. I mean, I rather. I mean, like, I would have Julia be the champion, but I still think it's beneath her.
I mean, she can elevate that title, but it's not. She needs to go for the world
Yeah.
title.
The thing is, like, who's going after? Like, I don't know who. I don't know who. I don't know what the. I
Put
don't know.
the US title on Roxanne Perez.
I don't think you can because she's a Raw superstar.
All right, whoever else, who else is there?
Well, the rumor
Who's
is
all on that side? Who's all on that
Okay, the rumor is that Jordan Grace is going to be on SmackDown next month,
Then
apparently,
put it on her.
And Stephanie Valkyrie is going to be on Raw. That's why they lost. That's why she lost the title at NXT. I mean, there's a reason why she lost the title at NXT.
Stephanie McKee's already
Yeah,
it's already confirmed she's on Raw, right?
yeah, pretty much. Like,
Right.
yeah, it's pretty. That's like right. Like Jordan Grace has been in NXT for like 3 months. And that's it. She's ready to go to the main roster. Julia was not even a year. Same with Stephanie Valkyrie. They're not even a year in NXT to go into the main roster. Um,
What they should be, right? Those three,
dude,
they shouldn't have even went to NXT. They should have bypassed it completely and went straight to the main roster. The
Stephanie
NXT's
Valkyrie. Apparently, the Stephanie Valkyrie chose NXT first.
right.
I believe that's the
I
case.
think they both did. I think Julia said the same thing because she wanted to learn
Yeah,
US TV and
the
a bit
US
more
style.
language.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the US TV. Yeah, all that. Yeah, that's right. And like Jordan Grace didn't need that because Jordan Grace knows the US style, knows the language, knows. I mean, I guess a little bit just adjust how WWE produces things, but not as much as the others, right? Stephanie Valkyrie, because and Julia, I thought on her promo, on the SmackDown promo, the promo that she, they
Is that just
English.
you or me? Are you gone? Are you back?
No, I think I'm back. I'm back.
Right.
I think
I missed the
Julia.
last part of what you said.
I think the video package they showed on SmackDown with Julia hyping her up. She spoke really good English.
Yeah, because she's reading it, man.
Yep,
She's
but
reading
like, I know, no, there's like there's there's Japanese wrestlers on the roster that do stuff like that and don't bother doing it in English, like Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, to be fair to her, she's got more of a basic understanding of English than
Yeah.
most, but her English still ain't that great, which is weird for somebody that's born in London. Although current London, I can kind of understand it, but it's not when she was born there. She was born a while ago.
I hope Julia wins this match, but does Julia
She's not
really
gonna,
need
man.
it?
I would have said she would until she had that backstage segment with Selena
I
Vega.
don't, I, don't- I don't think Rhea's gonna win either. You know what? I think Roxanne's gonna win it. It just feels like Roxanne's is the type that's gonna win this match.
Yeah, it'll be a heel. A heel will be winning that.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, that's apparently Julia's going. Yeah, Julia's on SmackDown, and yeah, Roxanne's on Raw. But
The
like,
only
because they're
time, the only time it works when a face wins it is when like Rob Van Dam when he won it, and he said he's going to, he declared that he's going to have a match with Cena,
yeah,
like instead of cashing in on him when he's been beaten. That's really the only time it works with a face, where they do it honorably and say, like, I'm cashing my contract in and I want a title shot on this night.
yeah. Even some, yes, most baby faces when they cash in, they don't do it by like I'm announcing, I'm gonna announce cashing in. We're gonna have a match. Like, they don't do it. Only except RVD because that was because of One Night Stand.
Yeah. Where he
Yeah,
could have probably, he probably could have just, instead of using his suitcase, he could have just waited around and they would have probably given him a title match anyway.
Julia should have been booked like Kana was. Or you mean what's her name? Asuka.
Yeah, Red doesn't use any of their dead names when it comes to talking about WWE. Red uses their non-WWE names.
I don't know what the direction they're going with Tiffany Stratton. Like, I don't know what that direction is right now. I think they're waiting till Money in the Bank because she's not going to have a match on Money in the Bank. So they're waiting till what happens probably to the conclusion of Money in the Bank to tease more of Tiffany Stratton because she'll have a match probably like in the Saudi Arabia show and obviously SummerSlam.
Yeah, I think she's getting cashed in on.
You think so?
I don't think it's going to be Io.
I'm glad Nia Jackson cheated on this Money in the Bank match. She can't. You know why? Because like
You can't put Nia Jackson anyway. She can't climb a ladder. Are you kidding?
She can't do anything. She's not going to do anything. She won't be able to do anything creative, right? Like
No, she needs
same
to.
with Jade. Same with Jade.
I wish they'd get rid of her. I wish fucking instead of firing Ron Killings, fucking get rid of her.
They're not, man. You know why? You know who they're
Because
related to.
the final boss said so. Yeah, I know.
Everybody is part of that family is safe, no matter how bad they are in the ring,
Yeah,
man. Except Jeff Cobb, he's not part of the family.
well, he is now.
Yeah, he is now.
He's probably done a blood pact.
It's so weird. Why like, this is his name, JC Patel? What the fuck? Here's the thing. In wrestling, names and a first impression is important, right? A name is a first impression in wrestling. So
Yeah.
JC Patel is like, really?
Do you know why they've done that though? Do you know
Uh,
why? Do you know why they've called him JC Mateo
is that his real
and not
name?
changed that? It's because his gear has JC on it for Jeff Cobb,
Let's call him
and they
Jesus
wanted
Christ.
he didn't want to change his gear.
Let's call him
Have you
Jesus.
seen his singlet that he wears?
Yeah.
It's got a
Let's call him,
JC on it for Jeff Cobb. I think he wore that before.
let's call him Jesus. Just call him Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Or John Cena.
But the change in his name, you could always argue, well, he's always been JC Mateo. It's just we called him by his first two names.
Call him
Cobb.
Jeff Cena.
Yes.
John Cena's long lost brother.
He's long lost. Is he from? No, he's from Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
His long lost brother from Honolulu. Jesse Venture Brothers. Yeah, I think Red thinks he won't be back because of the. I can't believe
I'm
won a cage match by walking out the door.
Jeff Cobb was the worst member of the United Empire. Well, that's Will Ospreay's New Japan faction. Oh my god. Oh my god. Everybody's making it like R-Truth. The R-Truth release is like sending shockwaves through the WWE world.
I think everybody needs to calm down about this.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's as big a deal as everybody thinks it is.
Yeah, Braun Strowman got released 2 weeks ago, and Braun Strowman was actual world champion. R-Truth wasn't.
Yeah, but the only reason everybody's a bit pissed about it is because he spent so long in the company in one uninterrupted shot. But like I'm saying, right, if he wasn't making Vince McMahon laugh, he would have been gone a long time ago.
Yeah. Here's the
Like
thing.
they've come to Vince in the past and they've went, we need to make cuts, right? And they've released like big names and they've went, what about Ron Killings? And he's went, no, I like that guy. He's funny. He's kept him just because he's funny.
You should team up with Goldust in AEW, like Dustin Rhodes.
Nah, I don't think he will, you know.
I don't know what he's going to do.
I think at his age, I think he's going to do maybe. I don't even know if he needs to really wrestle anymore. I think he might go into like training or something.
He might just rap. Maybe a part of at least a rap album.
Yeah, he does music and shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think everybody who necessarily gets released from WWE needs to go to AEW.
That was his first gimmick as K Quick. Wasn't he like a rapper / like when he came in WWE?
Yeah, he still does. He raps on the way to the ring all the time.
Juan and Brock Lesnar laugh. Oh, that was funny as shit with Juan. Yeah, like Juan makes people laugh.
Yeah.
Like he made Brock Lesnar laugh, which is hard to do.
He's got the same kind of the way about him as Sami Zayn has. He can make people corpse.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he does.
That's what I mean. That's the only thing that saved him was that Vince thought he was funny. I think it was the same as Titus O'Neil as well because Titus O'Neil kept fucking up all the time.
Such a great.
When he went under the ring at that Royal Rumble.
Didn't Titus O'Neil got suspended for touching Vince?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Giving him a hug or whatever? He got suspended.
Oh no, he tried to. He was like trying to grab him to tell him let this lady go first.
Oh.
Fucking pointless. A totally pointless reason for putting your hand on your boss.
Don't tell me what to do. I go first before this lady. Don't put your hand on me. You're suspended.
Yeah. I think if Titus had actually realised what way Vince actually treats women at that point, the whole shitting on the head thing came a lot later.
No, this is Vince. You know how it's a proper gentleman is for a man to open up a door for a woman to let the woman in.
Yeah,
For Vince, it's the opposite.
yeah. Gets her on her hands and knees to open the door for him,
yeah, yeah,
and then takes the shit on her head on the way past. On the way past, he just drops trow,
yeah.
curls out, curl, curls out a number two on her head on the way
Apparently,
through.
John Laurinaitis turned heel on Vince. Is that true?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I'll show my friend.
I didn't want to fuck that chick, but he's like, "You gotta do it, John, or I'm gonna fire you." So I fucked her.
Like, did he?
Not proud of it.
Was you bored that voice, or did he smoke? Like, seriously.
No, it
Like,
sounds like he's had
how's
a
this?
called
How
Cena.
is this guy related to the World Warrior? Went to the one of the World Warriors.
Brother of oh, which one is it?
I'm not. Is it Animal?
The one that
Who's
was
the?
still alive. The one that didn't die. Are the two of them dead? I don't even know.
Yeah, they both died.
The
They
one
both
that
passed
died
away.
first. He's the brother of the one that was still alive. I think. Am I
Yeah,
wrong? Am I talking shit?
I think it's Animal.
Johnny Ace.
Not
The one that
Hawk.
died was Hawk, right?
Okay, so yeah, it's Animal.
Yeah,
Yeah. How are they related?
the brothers, man.
yeah, I know the brothers, but Finbar. Really? What is Jack? What is skinny as shit? Like, what the fuck? Are they?
Uh,
One has
hang
a
on,
bad
we'll
voice.
try to look at the age
This
difference.
and
So
Johnny Ace
Johnny
has
Ace
a
is
voice like
62.
this. Johnny voice is like, I don't want to sleep with
Oh,
her.
Animal's dead as well.
Oh, the thing is that he has a voice like, I don't want to sleep with her. But Animal has like, rather rush. Like,
Yeah,
seriously.
but they do kind of look similar. Like if you imagine Johnny Ace with face paint and a mohawk. They should have had him come in. Do you remember
I mean,
when they? Do you remember when they had Heidenreich come in and be
oh, fuck.
part of Legion of Doom? They should have just had Johnny Ace come in and do it.
Heidenreich, when he raped Michael Cole backstage.
Did he?
Yes, something like, the guy is a creep, Heidenreich. yeah, something like that.
I think the Terminator is his brother as well.
The Terminator?
Yeah, Marcus Laurinaitis. Never heard of him. Terminator. The Wrecking Crew.
Oh, I never heard of them. Oh, I heard of the Wrecking Crew.
Yeah, he was in the Wrecking Crew. Who else is he
Uh,
related to?
I was married to the Bella's mother. Now we're divorced.
Know that Nikki and Brie are disappointed in me. I'm sorry, but it was worth it. He's got a kid. Johnny Ace has got a kid. No, sorry, nephew. Who's he the son of then?
Oh,
Doesn't
there's
tell
a.
you. So it's probably a non-famous. So he should be. He's a footballer. He should be. The new
Stephanie
league.
Fakir is officially on Raw now. WWE just posted a clip on YouTube, and on YouTube, on X 9 minutes ago of her signing a contract to Raw.
Who? Stephanie Fakir.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was already. I'm sure it was already announced a while ago.
No, it was announced, but you know WWE, they like to make a big deal of it by having like her sign a contract. It's so fucking. I'm gonna sign a contract for Raw. You're fucking ready to sign a contract. I hate Finbar. I hate contract signings in WWE and wrestling in general
Yeah.
because they don't make any fucking sense. If you really think about it, they work for the company. Of course, you're going to be in a match together. Of course, you're going to get caught up. They don't need to sign you to a contract. I hate the fake contract shit.
Have you seen that there? That they posted as well. You see it? How long until we see that? That's a nice belt, you know.
Oh, I thought it was WrestleBelts. The big dogs.
Well, WrestleMania has done it
Yeah.
because they put the Slim Jim thing on the tables. So every table that gets pulled out from underneath the ring's got a Slim Jim on it. It's fucking company, man. It's just all so advertising.
Stephanie Vakir is definitely going to Money in the Bank.
Is there still space for her?
Yeah, one more spot, and it might be
See,
a Raw.
I would like her to win it.
Who's I think it's a Raw. I think it's a Raw superstar, Alexa Bliss. So the Raw is Alexa Bliss,
Alexa's in,
Wa-
yeah.
Roxanne Perez, Naomi, right?
Uh-huh.
Julia. That's three SmackDown, right? Naomi, Alexa Bliss, and Julia. That's three. So that means from Raw, there's one more then. Because it's three and
Yeah,
three, right?
give it to Stephanie Fakir. And then have her win the case and immediately cash it in on what's her name?
Io.
Tiffany. Nah, Tiffany Stratton.
She's a Raw super. She's just on a
She,
Raw
but she can
SmackDown.
cash it in on anybody she wants. I would have her
That's
immediately on
true.
brands. Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Like fucking 4D chess. I just signed for Raw, but now I'm going to go for SmackDown's title when they list it.
A week later to go to
Yeah.
SmackDown style after signing Raw.
Vince used to do that all the time on the. Do you remember on the
Yeah,
draft days? A guy would
yeah,
get drafted and immediately drafted back to the other brand on the same day
yeah,
because Vince changed his mind.
yeah. It's like I never heard of a draft in any sport where you get drafted and then you enter the draft again.
It
Like,
happened
same
to
draft.
Triple H that one time.
Yeah, it
He
did.
drafted to SmackDown and then immediately drafted back to Raw.
It's like Triple H. Like, nope, I'm not going to SmackDown. I'm the face of Raw.
Yeah. That was when they were recording it. You'd be like,
You
I'm
bet.
not going on tape
Go ahead.
TV. We'll be back to Raw.
I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you see your grandchildren, Vince, if you put me on
It's
SmackDown.
bullshit, Vince. That's why he's backstabbed him now and he's taken over his company because of that whole fucking.
Hardy Cameron. Well, that's impossible.
She'll win the money. She'll win the Money in the Bank briefcase and cash in it all in to turn Tony v Mercedes. I see. I was right about that. Remember, I said Mercedes Moné would win that
Yeah, you did.
thing,
You're right.
and I was right about another one on that card as well. I can't remember which one it was. Was it the world? Who was Moxley versus who for the world title?
It wasn't a world title match.
No,
It was
sorry. It was the one for the guy who would qualify to face Mox. It was
Hangman Page.
yeah. You guys were saying it was going to be Osprey.
No, we were wrong.
Yeah, I was right though. I said Hangman. Pretty sure I did.
It is Hangman.
Yeah.
It was.
Or maybe I didn't. I can't remember.
I don't know.
All I know
think
is you guys were wrong on a couple.
I think Mercedes Moné is gonna beat Tony Storm.
Probably, yeah.
Because here's the thing.
Probably.
Here's what I think. Here's what I think. Tony Khan is in love with that girl,
Yeah.
Mercedes Moné.
And
She has every single belt.
he's in love with one of the guys as well.
I
Who did he give all the money to? Who? So she got a big contract. Who was the other one that got a big contract as well?
think she's the highest paid female on the roster, Mercedes Moné. Makes
Yeah.
sense. I mean, like she's one of the top women in WWE, so obviously be highest paid women. I don't know the guys. I don't know. I don't know who's the highest paid male. Good question. In AEW, I don't know who's the highest paid in WWE right now.
Probably Roman.
It might be Roman. It might be it could have. I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be Roman. No, without a doubt, it'll be Roman.
I'm checking out.
Fucking
highest-
champ for years. He's still going to be on the same contract. Remember, he's not going to drop money just because he's not champion anymore.
The thing is, not like sports where you can find their salaries, right? Like you can find how much they're being. Like in sports, you can find out how the athlete's being paid. It's not like that for wrestling. They don't let that stuff up. The
They have
contracts are-
like a guaranteed down payment.
Yeah, the thing is, with sports, right? When somebody signs in a sport or gets traded, you see like, yeah, they signed for 5 years for this much, right? Or the transfer in soccer is for this much, right? In wrestling, they still report, yeah, this wrestler signed a contract, but I don't say like for how much. They say they signed a contract with the company for like 2 or 3 years, but they don't release the financial details. Never.
Yeah, that's to be expected.
Yeah, like And it's so we got what 20 minutes or 15 minutes to
Yeah,
raw. Do you like it raw? Ah,
I don't
what's
know what's
else?
happening. I need to have a look.
Yeah, what's the WWE today, brothers? You know something, brother? I love the Hulk Hogan stuff he did. You know, Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. It's too bad we
huh?
can't post it, man. It's too bad we can't post it. I might, like I said, I'll probably post it on my channel just to see what
Okay,
happens.
yeah, you're not monetized. It's okay. Jey Uso. Oh, Jey Uso. Wait, I thought Jey Uso has a title. Oh, Jey Uso. Oh, Jey Uso's title match is next week, right? Okay. Okay. Oh, so apparently, for Worlds Collide, Alberto Del Rio's not the champion anymore.
Yeah,
Apparently, what's his name? Al Higo Viking. I'm sorry.
yeah. Like Vikingo, they advertised the Gable match with him for the AAA Mega Championship
But
before that,
you know what the
before he
problem is?
even dropped it.
WWE
Yeah,
hasn't put. They haven't put a major star in that card. There's not a big time star in that card.
it doesn't need to be because they don't look at AAA as a big company. They look at it like NXT and TNA.
Yeah, the biggest stars like Stephanie Fakir.
The,
And
the way they,
I'm sorry, but she's in a tag team, right? She can be a tag team match. The women that you can go up against, don't think they're in their 50s.
right. The way they're positioning that company now that they've bought it is the same way they look at TNA, and it's unfortunately the same way they're going to look at New Japan when they buy that too. It's like
They're gonna.
NXT level.
Is it Red's gonna be mad when W buys TKO buys AEW?
Well, that'll never happen because they won't sell. But what will happen is they'll get strangled out of all the talent will be. The thing with WWE is they're not going to buy AAA and they might buy TNA and then they might buy New Japan, but they won't absorb them. They'll run them as their own territories, and this is a Triple H idea, right? He talked
Look
about
at
it
this.
before, but he wanted different promotions in different territories.
Who the fuck is Chick Tormenta? Chick Tormenta, a 4-year-old woman. That's her name, Chick Tormenta, and
Chick Tormentor.
she's
They're in
fighting.
different
She's
worlds in
fighting.
their name.
She's fighting a woman named Dallas La Cabina, who's fucking 50 years old.
They've got
This,
a midget division down there as well, man.
huh?
They've got a midget division.
I know. I'm not surprised. Can they find women in AAA that are younger than 40, 50 years old?
Well,
Seriously?
you need to give them a chance to turn everything over because they're going to start turning everything into the WWE system down there, where they've got like a feeder program, and then they'll have younger stars coming in. The people were freaking out when they bought the place, and they were like, "Oh, Alberto Del Rio's still there.
Well, there's a reason. There's a
They need
reason
to get the
why.
title off of him. Just give it a
Yeah,
chance." You know what I mean?
because they're not going to use them. They're not going to use Alberto Villa. They don't
No,
want them.
they had him there because they needed to take the title from
Yeah.
him. Now they've taken it from him. He's fired. He'll be
Yeah.
fired.
Yeah.
And anybody else that's problematic, they'll get rid of before they even open the doors properly.
The thing is, Mexican wrestling is very shady. I mean, look, we talk about WWE in the practice of Vince McMahon. Mexico's always been shady.
Yeah. I understand that New Japan probably won't get sold to TKO Red, but they will go into partnership the same way TNA did, and the WWE will treat
Oh,
New Japan the same way they're treating TNA, like a level with NXT.
TNA and New Japan had a partnership, and
Yeah.
the partnership got stained because of how they treated Okada back in the day. And
Well, New
everyone knew
Japan had a quite a successful partnership with Ring of Honor as well,
that too. Yeah, that's true
and now
too.
Ring of Honor has been bought by AEW and ruined.
Hmm.
So make of that what you will. I think it would be great if Ring of Honor had survived properly and WWE got his hands on it.
Oh, WWE wanted. I think this is one of the library. If WWE got the Ring of Honor, it was not. It was not to keep the company
Just to
going. It
get
was just to get the
wrestling.
library.
Same
Yeah.
reason why they got WCW and ECW is for the
Well,
paper.
according, they were planning to kind of rejuvenate WCW, rebrand WCW, but the Buff Background Booker T match, which got heavily criticized, put a damper on those plans and decided not to go with it.
Yeah, it was a disaster.
Yeah.
Total disaster. I just don't need. They don't really need another company in the States. They should, if they're going to do another one, they should do it like Canada, or like
Mm.
one that's just based out of Canada, so it's a
Well,
proper territory, and then another one in South America.
I think NXT Europe is going to supposedly come back around in the fall time.
But I wouldn't call it. See, this is the thing, right? I wouldn't call it NXT anything,
Like, I call it
right?
the Finbar
I would
Federation.
buy, uh, I would buy a European wrestling promotion and just run it the same. Like, but there's no big ones. That's the problem.
I would buy I would buy the female company Progress. I don't know the other male ones. Because some of the female talent from Progress Wrestling. Is that
Yeah, I
Progress?
don't know. You
Progress
could
is
just
that
coach those people.
I just know Progress Wrestling in Europe. That's all I know. Sorry. That's all I
Right.
know.
The only, I honestly think the only reason for buying like AAA or wanting to partner with New Japan is just because they are well known brands in the territories they're in themselves. Like everybody knows who AAA is, and everybody knows who New Japan is, and everybody's will recognize the belts. You know what I mean? But you buy Progress, nobody gives a shit about Progress. Nobody gives a shit about like ICW in the
Well,
UK. Nobody cares about any of
was
these
it
tiny little
was it a
promotions.
lot of NXT UK from Progress? Talent from Progress? I,
Uh, yeah, yeah. CMLL but is pretty good as well.
what Triple A is yeah, I mean I know yeah, that's what Fed was trying to do. The Fed was
Yeah,
trying to
and they would.
inspire.
Yeah, and for sure they would have killed Ring of Honor as well, but they wanted the tapes. They wanted to own the
Yeah.
tape library, same as WCW and ECW. But they would have brought back like a Ring of Honor bastardized version, like they did with ECW, and ran it into the ground because it would have been Vince doing
Oh
it,
my
and he would have
God.
killed it.
They were the best at WCW when they thought about rebranding WCW with not the top talent. They would have bastardized WCW. Like Vince was like, yeah, we're not going to bring Hulk Hogan. In. No, Hulk Hogan was gone when they bought WCW. They fired
Yeah,
him
he was gone. They didn't bring anybody that was worth like the only person they really brought that was worth
because
anything was no
because you
two
know
people,
because you
Booker
know
T
why
and
they said
DDP.
they said it's because of financial reasons, right? That the contract expired. No, I think it's because the main eventers, the top talent, they would not pull. They would not agree with the shit what Mr. Man was doing in WCW. They were burying the lines in the invasion angle. Mr. Man was determined to bury them. And the guys like Ric Flair, Sting, Goldberg, Kevin Nash, whatever, Lex Luger, they were like, no, we're not gonna let you bury us, so we're not coming over. You know,
Mm.
that's what I think. Like Sting was like that. Remember Sting? Remember Sting admitted he was in negotiations at the time to
Well, I
come
think
over.
most of them, they had like guaranteed money for a few months after the purchase, so they weren't
And
interested in going and wrestling.
And DDP was the only one the big star. I mean, Booker T was, but DDP was bigger. Booker T. DDP was the only one who went over. Sting almost went. Sting was in negotiations, but they saw how they buried Booker T, right? The Rock kind of buried Booker T, and Sting's like, no, I'm done.
Yeah. I don't know if it was that they saw that he was getting buried. It's because they didn't have the chance to see that. I think they were guaranteed money, and they just said they don't want it. They don't want to wrestle. They'd rather just get paid for doing nothing.
I don't. Thing is, the Rock knows who Booker T was. Like he didn't have to. I know he put that's a stick. Like, what is your name? And then when the person's about to say his name, the Rock interrupts it. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Oh no,
But
but they had to get him to wrestle because he had 2 titles when he came over.
yeah, yeah.
So they needed him, and they needed Kidman. I think he had the cruiserweight. They needed. I can't remember who had the tag titles at the time, but they needed them. Like they needed the champs to come over and wrestle, so they could afford to turn around and say to people,
Yeah,
even
yeah,
people like
yeah.
Goldberg, like, "Oh, we don't really need you because you're not the title holder."
They needed the U.S. title, right? They got the U.S. title over
Well, they
from
got the US title and the world title along with Booker T because he held both.
yeah. They didn't take the TV title because WCW used to have a TV
Yeah,
title,
they
right?
just retired that. They retired the cruiserweight tag titles as well.
Yeah. Um, it did. WWE did have a cruiserweight title, I think, later
They did.
on.
They had I think it came over with Kidman. I think Kidman was wearing it,
Okay, yeah.
but they didn't take the cruiser tag titles.
And if WWE also WCW had their own version of a hardcore title, but WWE really had a hardcore belt. They didn't need that one.
Yeah. I don't think the hardcore title was active though in WCW when it was bought
No,
by WWE. I don't think there was any
no.
champion at the time.
It was like Norman Smiling, like Terry Funk. Like that's how bad WCW was. Terry Funk was feuding with Norman Smiley. Like
It was bad for a long time. It was dying like when they bought it, so it wasn't like they did any more damage to it because it was already fucked.
yeah. We got 5 minutes. All right. To Raw. Uh Finbar.
Yeah.
So you're not doing predictions?
For Money in the Bank, I can't because I want to see the full card before then.
Because you won't be here Friday, right?
I
So
won't be here. Let me just have a look at Wikipedia.
because not everything is settled. So how about you give me your brief predictions? I know the Money in the Bank matches are not are not all settled yet, but just give me a brief.
So the tag match, yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
that's set in stone. That'll be. I'm gonna say Cena and Logan Paul win that one.
You think so?
I don't know. Maybe Logan Paul takes the pin
Yeah.
and Cody and Jay win it.
Somebody without the belt takes the pin.
Okay. Logan Paul takes the pin and John Cena beats the shit out of Logan Paul.
Oh, people would love that. That's a face turn right there. I mean, that's
Yeah, there you go. That's more likely, right? That John Cena starts to get a bit of a reaction, positive reaction from fans.
yeah, because nobody wants to see. Nobody's gonna feel sorry for Logan Paul getting shit beat out Cena. People want to see that.
And there's a Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch for the.
I'm going Becky this time.
I'm going Becky as well. I think Becky wins it.
Because it's stupid stipulation to put on that. But when you put stupid
She can't
stipulations,
challenge again. Yeah.
yeah, and I mean that sets up Becky to win. Like,
And it also Lyra Valkyria's got to raise her hand, which is that you can see happening.
yeah, Go ahead.
You see her winning it by underhanded, in an underhanded manner, and then Lyra has to raise her hand and then maybe just fucking decks her one, raises her hand and then clotheslines her.
Oh, she just yeah. She does. She does what she says she's gonna do. Raise her hand, but she didn't say she's not gonna knock her out. So she knocks her out.
But the two ladder matches, I'm going to have to assume. I'm going to have to assume that Punk gets into the ladder match, and I'm going to have to assume that probably I would like to say Stephanie Vaquer gets into the ladder match, right? So
yeah.
But I'm going, and I would have picked Julia for the women's one, but I don't think it's going to be her now because she's looking at the US title. So I'm going to say Roxanne.
I think I'm gonna go Roxanne because I think with Stephanie, if Stephanie gets in, there's gonna be a showdown with her and Julia, and that's just gonna cost them both the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, and then I can't see beyond Seth Rollins winning winning the contract. So I'm going to see Seth Rollins and Roxanne.
Okay. I don't
What do you think for the men's?
I don't really like the card for the men's. Honestly.
Yeah, but who do you think wins the men's though?
I mean, Seth Rollins is the top heel on should be the top heel on Raw. Yeah. But I feel like somebody's gonna screw him over.
Let's look at it logically, right? Solo Sikoa's not winning that contract. LA Knight is not winning that contract. Penta is not winning it. Andrade's not winning it. CM Punk's probably not winning it either because it's not the kind of thing he.
I think honestly, I think it depends on CM Punk's matches tonight. If CM Punk wins tonight,
you don't see AJ Styles or El Grande Americano winning it though, do you? Winning the triple threat.
No.
CM Punk.
Styles maybe if they get involved if Rollins' team gets involved with CM Punk. I can see Styles winning it.
No, but then where do you put? So CM Punk's not on that Money in the Bank card.
Yeah. Nah. So what happens is what I think what could happen is if they cost CM Punk the match and AJ Styles goes in, I think what would happen was Seth Rollins is close, but then you hear somebody's music say like CM Punk hits, right?
Mm.
CM Punk hits, music comes hits. Make sure Seth Rollins doesn't win the match, and maybe like all of a sudden Braun Breaker and Bunch of Weed come out to help reinforce Seth Rollins to take out CM Punk. Sami Zayn comes out, but there's only one, right? There's only one. Sami Zayn comes up to help CM Punk, right? And
Hmm.
and then all of a sudden you hear the Tribal Chiefs music hits,
Right.
and it sets up the 3-on-3.
Right. But who wins the briefcase though?
That's the problem. I don't know. I don't know because I mean I don't want Solo Sokoa.
Right,
I,
Solo Sikoa winning it would be a wet fart.
I,
Andrade would be a wet fart. LA
I,
Knight's never gonna win that.
I could see
Penta,
LA. I could see LA Knight because he is over as hell.
but he's a
And
face. Like, I don't see a face winning
yeah,
that
but
contract.
be
Penta's a
surprised.
face and he won't win it.
I wouldn't be surprised LA Knight turns heel because LA Knight could put his money. I think he can turn heel.
I think if they don't do something with Seth Rollins, they're in danger of ruining this group already.
I just don't like the leader winning Money in the Bank of a team of group.
Right, but they need to get the world title on him sooner rather than later.
Yeah, because I think it's going to be I think Braun Breaker is going to be turning face not right away, but like down the line, right? If anybody's gonna be the champion of that team, the future champion of that team, it's not Braun Strowman. It's gonna be Braun Breaker.
Yeah, but I mean for the now, for the here and
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
What are you laughing at, Red? What do you mean? What are you laughing at predictions for?
yeah.
Come on, man.
Anyways,
And this is the card. It's 4 matches, right? It's not going to be any more than 4.
we might add a match, but yeah, but Money in the Bank matches are long anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways, Finbar, it is time to go because Raw is starting.
Right. Let's get
All
to
right,
Raw.
are you gonna watch it tonight or are you gonna watch it tomorrow?
I'll watch a bit. Maybe I watch 15, 20 minutes of it. Maybe watch the opening promo and then go to bed. Watch the rest tomorrow. I think
All right,
I can. And then I'll see
all
you
right,
guys in a month.
yeah. All right, guys, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. Enjoy Raw, enjoy Money in the Bank, and thank you guys.